Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ram Cherva and you are officially in the dad zone. This is vlog number 1. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the changes that men go through when you have a birth of your child. Of course, obviously women go through a lot of physical changes, physiological changes, emotional, hormonal changes, but after having a baby that's been born for about 12 days now, I'm convinced that men also go through these similar type of changes. Specifically, I've noticed like drastic changes in my personality since the birth of my baby girl. The first thing is like I've never been much of a crier. Like 33 years, I don't really cry that much. And one of the doulas that we were working with, the way I described it to her was that it's as if like my tear ducts were clogged for 33 years. And as soon as my baby girl was born, like that, they were unclogged and the tears just started flowing and flowing and flowing. It's actually a lot of commotion in the hospital is going on. There's a ton of people in the room. Everyone's yelling, push, push. My wife's working really hard. The doctors are right there. And when the baby comes out, she's like almost blue and doesn't have much color and is almost lifeless and just limp as she comes out. And then all of a sudden she lets out this scream, this cry. And that's something magical within that moment. Just unclogged my tears and the tears started flowing. The second thing is like, I just feel I'm in a permanent state of just being choked up. I've never had this feeling before. Anytime I try to talk about my daughter or tell people about how wonderful she is, even just now as I'm filming this video, it's just you get that choke, that knot in the back of your throat, and I don't know how to stop it, but I don't want to stop it because it also feels really good. The other thing I've noticed about myself is that that's changed just in the last couple of weeks is I've never been one to be known for my level of patience. But yet when I'm holding my girl, when I'm holding my baby girl, when I'm holding Vera in my arms, I can just stare at her face, just patiently waiting for that little smile. When she's asleep, randomly she'll be dreaming about some magical thing and she'll just crack this small, tiny little smile. And I'll just stare at her face, waiting for that one little smile to come. And I wouldn't have like dreamed about doing something like that, just staring at someone's face just to get that one little smile. But I can do that all day long now, just because it brings me so much joy to see her smile. The other thing that, if you know me well, you know that I had to eat before my girl was born. I had to eat like every 3, 4, 5 hours or else I would get really, really hangry. But now I seem to be able to just put my girl's needs before my own. And I'll just go all day without eating it. By the end of the day, I'm like, I haven't eaten anything today. And it's just something changed within my personality where, hey, I'm not thinking about my own discomfort or my own, hunger or my own hangriness. And I'm putting my daughter's hangriness before my own. The other thing is, if you know me, you also know that I don't do well in low sleep, right? And everyone warned me, hey, get ready to not be able to sleep well. But just somehow I just get a surge of energy and I get up and spring out of bed and when I hear my baby cry, right? And last thing I want to conclude, that one of the things I noticed about myself, my wife and I, we took all the baby classes and we sat through all the different seminars and we took online courses and we read all the books to try to prepare ourselves. And one of the things I kept on noticing is that I was like, it just seems like so much work to care for a baby, right? How is it that anyone decides to have more than one baby, right? Because you have to get up every 2 hours. The baby's gonna be screaming in the middle of the night. Sometimes the baby screams and you don't know what's wrong. You try to change the diaper and you try to rock her and you try to shush her and nothing helps. The baby keeps crying, right? And one of my family friends, she has 2 kids of her own, and she says, that's just the baby magic. Right? And it's totally true. It's that primal scream, that sound when the baby starts crying. You just drop everything and you go check on the baby and make sure everything's okay, right? So again, obviously women go through drastic physical changes and emotional changes and hormonal changes, but I'm convinced that men, to a much lesser degree, of course, go through some changes. And I just want to share with you some of the changes that I've experienced in the last 12 days of having my daughter. All right, that's it for vlog number 1. Stay tuned. I'll be posting some more videos shortly. Have a good day. Bye.